Hey everybody, I'm Jamie. It's good to be back and making another video. Today I thought I would talk about how to get your security deposit back when you're moving out of an apartment or place or whatever. So first of all, when you're moving out, first you want to read your lease. Make sure that you're giving adequate notice and you know everything that they expect of you. A lot of landlords and property managers will lay all of that out. Next, make sure you're notifying your landlord. Like I said, give them proper notice and make sure that they know exactly when and what time you expect to be out, because you want to give them obviously proper notice if they want to do things. All right, and the third thing, make sure you pay your last month's rent on time, because this is not in place of your security deposit unless they tell you it is, because a lot of tenants will just say, I'm not paying my last month's rent because I paid you my security deposit, and that won't fly with most of them, and they will take you to court over not paying rent. So always remember to pay your last month's rent. Okay, make your repairs to the place. If you put holes in the walls, be sure to fill them. Paint if they want you to paint. Always wash your baseboards. Those are normally the dirtiest part of an apartment or a house, and replace all the light bulbs that went out. So, and then also make sure you're cleaning the stove, because a stove is typically one of the dirtiest spots of the house. It really only takes 10 minutes to spray down a stove and turn it on if there's a self-cleaner. If not, you can let it sit and wipe it out. Make sure you're cleaning the bathrooms extremely well. If I have oven cleaner and I don't plan on using the bathroom myself, after I have gotten all my stuff out and everything, sometimes I will use oven cleaner and spray down everything, like the bathtub, because it'll clean amazingly well, and you'll be like, oh my god, why haven't I been doing this forever? But it's just not very healthy for you. So always make sure you're rinsing well for the next person. It's really good for cleaning floors if you can't get something off, or a lot of times I'll use a leg scrub or something, or foot scrub, and it'll leave the residue of the oil and collect dirt, and sometimes I'll spray oven cleaner and I'll get it off. Our cleaning lady taught us that. She cleaned floors with it and just about everything. Okay, so make sure you're vacuuming everywhere. Vacuuming is one of the best things you can do. Make sure the place is spotless. A lot of times we'll vacuum before we have everything out, and then again at the last second, because that will just make sure everything is pristine when they come do the walkthrough to see that you're out. Okay, we also always have people make sure they take all their belongings. Any trash, we don't want your guitar. Nobody wants your guitar that you don't even want. Your squatty potty. I have seen just about everything left, like bookshelves, beds, desks. And I have left a patio set at an apartment, but I made sure that they knew it was being left. And I wanted to make sure that if they wanted it, they could have it, they could take it for themselves, or they could share it with another tenant. And if they're okay with it, great, because that's something you really shouldn't be throwing away if somebody else can use it. But, you know, make sure you're talking to somebody first about it. And then you let them know. So, all right. Remember to return all your keys. And I like to do it in person. I don't like to leave the keys at a house or an apartment, unless they've said it's okay and that's where to leave it. Okay. And number 5 is follow up with your landlords or property manager. Make sure they have the keys and that they like the way it's cleaned and all that jazz, that they know you're completely out. Number 6, make sure you're leaving a forwarding address. You want to be able to get your deposit. A lot of people will just mail it to the last place that they knew you were at because you don't give a forwarding address. Because people assume that you have notified the post office of where to send things to. So that's very, very important. And also a lot of places that are apartment complexes or property management and have houses, they will give you a checklist of everything you need to clean. I've made several myself for companies, and it really, really helps people be sure to clean everything and make sure everything's nice before they move out. So, also, if you are moving out of a place and you aren't like continuing your lease and you're moving out early before your lease ends, ask them if you can help find a new tenant, because a lot of times that will help alleviate some of the stress for them and stress for you if you can get a new tenant in there, and you know, they might let you out of your lease early. So not everywhere sublets. So that was like my experience with the last place I moved out of, is they didn't allow sublets, but they liked it if we helped find somebody else to move in. So I hope this helps everybody. Let me know if you have any questions. I did property management for like on and off for a couple years, well, years upon years. I started when I was in college. I lived in a house that a family friend owned, and I helped manage that. So, and then I continued. And then like I did it full time within like the last 3-4 years. So I hope you all have a lovely, blessed day. And if you're having a hard time, remember, things only get better. And I love y'all. Bye.